Just gotta make it work for another 10, 11 days. Did we charge this last night?
Yep.
Oh, so it's the same percent as last night.
Oh, it was plugged
it's
in.
It's 74%.
But yeah, so
okay.
it was plugged in, so it's having trouble charging then.
Okay. Good.
It's all this, yeah, the newspaper articles and the TV stations. But this is where you like,
yeah.
This is what takes guts to get going and be committed.
3 o'clock every morning, dude.
Yeah.
I could not do it. That's early. Man.
It's been life changing, you know, more so than just going for the record. Just so many great people have come out, done so much for me. It's just crazy. Yeah, I mean the biggest for sure was the first week, just getting used to the run, getting used to the mileage, and kind of making adjustments, and then kind of learning the hard way what I was doing right and what I was doing wrong. So I took a day off, day 7, which was definitely not planned. A lot of people were asking me that, and it was not planned to take a day off.
Did you kind of wrestle with that idea, or you just kind of knew
yeah,
you needed to?
It was weird because it was actually, I woke up, it was after a really tough day, and I had really bad tendonitis, like at the ankle, the shin area, and it's just a rough day. And then I came in, and I remember my teeth were just chattering all night, and I was really feverish, and I just kind of hit a breaking point. And it just felt just 0%, no energy or anything. So yeah, it was. We kind of decided, okay, we'll wake up a little bit later tomorrow, and maybe it'll be a shorter day. But when I woke up, it was like, it wasn't even. A lot of times, I'm a pretty indecisive person, especially when it comes to making a hard choice like that. But I just come out, and I didn't even put my running clothes on. It said, I'm not running today. It's not gonna. I just can't move. So, but I'm so glad I made that decision, because I think without it, I would have just continued to struggle, and it could have been a downward spiral. The run might have ended after 10 days.
I just remember when Chicago seemed so far away, and now we're here. Another state, and you know what's for dinner tonight.
Steak. But yeah, the nice thing is to figure out where he is. All we gotta do is pop on his website and find that little GPS thing. I think if I turn right up here.
Oh, it's just so much.
even just for that early in the morning, the amount of traffic.
I'm glad we took off when we did.
How can anybody even drive there at 6 or 7? 10/10, day 33, October 14th. We are in Indiana now. It's hard to keep track of the states when they're smaller and they're all running together at this point. Pete is eating second breakfast or second meal, and then a protein shake, and his juice and a root beer.
I know when you press on it, but it doesn't really hurt anyone. So.
No, it's
Probably want to stretch out before I go, but
yeah, it's a tiny bit, but it's not like it's holding a ton of fluid.
yeah.
I just loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know if it's.
It doesn't seem
I don't know if
very
it's 'cause it has
painful
a-
right now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because it doesn't start to get sore until later in the day, or just. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if some of it is just changing your.
Mike and Kelsey Bergen. That's gonna be a treat. All right. Got the time.
No, I just wanted something to post. It's fine. All right, good luck to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sure.
When I started planning, once I knew I was on board, I talked to Marshall Ulrich. Okay, so Marshall Ulrich, extreme athlete, incredible extreme adventure athlete. So Marshall's formula is 100 calories per mile that he runs in a day. That's what his body needs to keep him out of cannibalism. And then he needs 1,000 calories per 1,000 feet in elevation. So if we were climbing 9,000 feet in a day, then he would need an additional 9,000. We actually climbed that high over a 3-day period out of San Francisco. So basically in those days, he needed about 17,000 calories in order for his body to continue to function without breaking down. Catabolism is where your muscles, you know, you've used all the fat in your body, which obviously he has no fat, you can see that. He's used all the fat, and so his muscles start breaking down muscle tissue. We don't want that to happen. And that usually happens at night while you sleep. And the way that we keep him out of that state is to keep protein in his body at all times. He drinks 3 whey protein shakes every single day. So we use a whey protein, a vanilla, and a chocolate. For breakfast, I do instant oat. He likes instant oatmeal. In the beginning, I did like steel ground regular oatmeal, and then he said to me, you know, I really like instant. So everything we do is about keeping the protein in. He does a banana every morning. That first meal is sometime between we've had it as early as 2:15 a.m. and we've had it as late as 6. After he leaves and starts on his run, the chase vehicle actually has protein bars, bananas, beef jerky, trail mix, dried pineapple, dried bananas, so avocado. They have a lot of snack food. They have Gatorade, they have Diet Coke, they have Mountain Dew. They stop every 1 to 2 to 3 miles depending on what it looks like outside. Also, if we're in an area that has like a McDonald's or Burger King or any of those types of things, they'll actually run in and grab him just like a breakfast sandwich. Then sometime between 8:30 and 11, depending on, you know, what time he started in the morning, he'll come back into the RV. That's the only break he takes, actual stop and sit down. Comes into the RV, has a seat right there. He comes back in at the end of the day. Very routine. He goes in, takes a shower, comes back out, sits down. That's his big meal. And the idea of that meal is it's very heavy on the protein. We have a large beef at that point. It's either going to be a hamburger patty, a cube steak, real like steak, and we've been gifted, some amazing people gifted us steaks in Nebraska. And so we really, tonight we're having ribeye. I mean, we haven't ran out of steaks. We're almost out. Mike's sending us some more. Thank you, Mike. The Hansons, we actually camped on their farm property at their silo in Nebraska, and they actually brought us a whole bag of steaks. Just wonderful. They didn't even know us. We just happened to have been camped on their property, and they said, hey, do you want some steak? That meal, we also carb load. So we've done like lasagna with heavy in the hamburger, or tater tot casserole, which he loves. We were doing some veggies. We were doing a salad about every other night. We've actually cut the salad out now because he's just feeling like he actually needs to fill his stomach up with proteins and carbs. Not, you don't want to waste any stomach space on things that really are not benefiting him at this point. I realize there are runners who can totally do it vegetarian. Pete's not one of them. He is a total meat eater, carb eaters. A pint of ice cream. Do not miss the ice cream. He eats a pint of we've done a lot of Ben & Jerry's, but we've done a lot of ice cream, and I just think it's fun to find funny names now. So for example, if you look in our freezer right now, we have New York Super Fudge Chunk ice cream. That really is his treat for what he's doing, is to have ice cream. Then in his bedroom, if you pull out the drawer, we actually have a drawer full of protein bars for him. And so he eats 3 to 4 protein bars in the middle of the night. And that's how we keep his body out of catabolism. That's how we keep his body from trying to break down his muscles, is by continually all night long, he will just get up or wake up. He doesn't get up, but he'll just wake up and grab a protein bar, eat it, and then go back to sleep.
So then hopping back out Monday, day 8.
It was a pretty tough morning, and it was a tough day. It was actually probably the toughest day I've had since, and I think each day I've gotten a little bit stronger since. But I think just knowing that I was at such a low on that day 7 that I took off, thinking, okay, realistically, maybe a 50% chance I even continue on, at a good clip. It was mostly positive, but at the same time, it was a guy named Charlie Romanello came out and ran the last 25 miles to me that day, and that meant a lot to me to have someone to run with, because that was definitely painful last 25 miles.
And he I read some of his stuff. It's not like he just was like, oh, Pete's in my neighborhood. He went to extremes.
Yeah,
to
he came up. He flew from California to Utah, and there's no, and he probably drove, another good 7 hours from Utah to get to where I was, and so.
And you hadn't met him before you?
Nope, never met the guy. He was such an important brother on.
Yeah.
Alright. 72.3. 32.9, 1736. Eastern time.
Yeah. Swap it over here. So is that what we're gonna log it at?
Yeah, 1736 Eastern.
Okay.
32.9.
Okay.
Alright. 32.9.
All right, so how many miles today?
72.3, so we are now at 26.9. Good day. Just need to string together about 10 more of those, and we'll see the skyline.
Oh, you want to see my new ice cream flavor? Oh my goodness, today's ice cream I found, Boom Chocolata. But here's the one he's gonna eat tonight and be excited about. salted caramel brownie ale. Look at that. He is gonna, I better take it out in fact. To let it, Vermont's finest. Ben and Jerry's should be one of our sponsors because I talk a lot about them.
What? Oh my god!
I am good at this ice cream.
That is like, I don't think I could think of a better one because I haven't had a beer in like 4 states and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah. Homemade fettuccine sauce.
And
Do you have any garbage you want me to take? You don't have a dumpster here.
That one.
Okay, good. You
We already got
make
rid
sure.
of the rest. Dad's our
Okay.
garbage man.
You surprised Pete?
Yes, he didn't know that I was coming today. I'm on Pete's schedule. Yeah, even a little ahead of it. Yeah. Yeah, I figured if he can get up at 3, I can get up at 2.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I met Pete initially in Nebraska, so that he was coming into Blair, Nebraska. So
right.
I wanted to meet him in Iowa and welcome him to come into Iowa, but he wasn't there yet, and I figured, well, I can't wait to see him. I mean, I haven't seen him or talked to him since he started, so
Yeah.
I went ahead and crossed the bridge and went a few miles in and saw him there. So.
What was it like seeing him?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, well, you know, it's after watching all that drama in the mountains, I was just relieved when he got to Fort Collins. So that was a big moment when he got down from those mountains last time. So, and into some oxygen. So, yeah, he was doing really well. Is there something of yours here? Do you want to sit here? I'm gonna be out of here in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
When he's done with his shower. All right, bud. I'm gonna take off.
all right, Dad. Thank you so much for coming.
It was my pleasure and my privilege. So
Any soreness?
take care of
No,
yourself.
it just jiggled
Just-
a little bit towards
just a
the
little
end.
bit of
But,
wet.
you know,
I'll see you.
don't
We'll watch you.
don't get the
Drive
itch to
safe.
come out again until I'm done.
No, I'm not. I can't. You will not see me on the road.
All right.
Unfortunately.
All right.
Unfortunately, whatever
drive-
the case may be.
Drive super
I
safe,
will.
Dad,
I will.
please.
Okay, we'll be watching you. Be careful about pushing yourself too much at the end because you got a lot of traffic, a lot of
That's right.
safety stuff. So you don't want to be overly tired running through intersections. So you know, you'll do what you need to do.
Yep.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right. See you, Dad.
Okay. We'll be praying for you too.
Yep. I appreciate it.
See those legs? Yeah,
What are you doing?
Let's see blood pump down.
11:01 per mile.
11:01 per mile. How you feeling, brother?
Good. 31.6.
Heading into the RV and calling it a wrap for. It looks funny when you always have to start chopped off at the. Six, 667, as in 3 6s, right?
Friday was just like straight up rain, cold, and let's see. Yesterday was sprinkling and it was getting better though. So today was gorgeous. Tomorrow's be gorgeous. Picked a good day to cap it off.
It's like your ideal town.
Out here, I mean, as long as it's not too humid, I like the 50s.
Nice. So you're set. You're just
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah, I like the 50s to the 60s.
mid-50s
Yeah,
tomorrow.
sweet. Yeah, today was perfect. Didn't really have to put any heavy gear on or anything. So wake up, so that head out at midnight, and let it roll. Yeah.
One of these is yours and one of them rockets.
So you're just taking in whatever you can, the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
any way you can.
Yeah, it's been good because I mean, I think half of all the miles I logged training, like I was doing some 200-mile weeks. I think half of it for getting ready for this is just being able to eat a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, she's in the city right now.
Is she-
Actually, she said, I got a text from her saying she was at City Hall. Oh, she's at 2 o'clock. She was at City Hall.
I was curious today. We were talking about it. Have you seen her since you started?
No.
That's so.
Because I mean, yeah, I mean, that wasn't necessarily by design, but yeah, like she when I was coming through the Midwest, like the exact like 10-day window that she could have come out, like on a weekend, she was in Europe for work, so it didn't work out, but that's all right.
Well, this would be even sweeter.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, now if you just meet me at the end, it'd probably be like the most motivation to get it done. So.
I got a tight portrait of you.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's a nice light.
You just want me to like be serious?
Yeah, yeah. Should get the sun.
Nice. A lot of mixed emotions, really. You know, today was kind of an up and down day. It was kind of a hilly morning, so I started a little earlier, 3 a.m. We usually start at 4 a.m. All along in this run, I kept thinking, okay, once I get to across the Mississippi River, I'll start celebrating a little. And then it was, once I get to day 40, and now it's day 42 in the books, and 87 miles away from the record, and I'm still very mellow, which is probably a good thing, but I'm hoping eventually here I get, you know, the excitement really starts to sink in. So hopefully when I cross into New York City tomorrow, it'll be pretty special. Starting out, I think the training was there, but there's just certain things that you'll just, I think I couldn't really train for, which was a lot of the climbing, particularly in Yosemite Park on day 3, and then just being above 5,000 feet really nonstop from Yosemite all the way to eastern Colorado for like 20 straight days. That was tough. Yeah, dealt with a lot of issues and things that I thought I'd have to just deal with the rest of the run, things that weren't gonna necessarily stop the run altogether, but things like tendonitis in the ankle area, that was the worst. Achy hips from uneven shoulders, swollen knees, a tight hamstring as well, so lots of little things here and there, but right now actually I don't have anything to completely complain about other than the bones in my feet just like feel like I'm 100 years old from all the impact of all the steps, but other than that I think my legs are in pretty good shape. It's kind of bittersweet because I almost feel like I'm more excited for it to be done than the record. I think breaking the record will kind of have to sink in over time, but I think just the immediate gratification of knowing that after I finish tomorrow I don't have to wake up anymore at 3 in the morning and you know, I wake up at 3:30 and out the door by 4, so a lot has to take place in that 30-minute window, so it's like a lot of mornings when I wake up for work or something I have a little more time to get ready, but it's just always kind of in go mode out here, so I think just being able to kick back and not look at the clock for the first time in a month and a half would be great. If I finish tomorrow, I'm gonna call it right now. Sometime, you know, I'll be coming into New York City right around rush hour, so there could be a lot of walking in there, but I'm estimating I'll probably finish sometime around dinner time, early evening tomorrow, so if I did that, it would be 42 days and roughly 8 hours, so that would break the record by 4 days even.
So you do the Boston Marathon?
I direct it, yeah.
Oh, really? So what do I do when I want? What do I do when I want to run it?
Well,
I'll never qualify.
Dr. Pete.
I will never qualify, just so you know.
Send me an email, that's right.
All
So
right.
these are for you, jackets for you and the team.
Nice. Thank you
Here's
so
my
much.
book.
Oh, thank you so much.
So you can read it whenever.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sign it for me?
I did.
Real quick? Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
did,
Thank
I
you.
did.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah, you're
so
welcome.
awesome.
In here are Sergio wanted you to have these. That's his store. I don't know if you know or not. He probably never even told you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love these stuff.
Run with us.
Yeah.
So he's got this one.
Local.
That's the name of the store.
And Run With Us. In here are a
Deserve
ton of pictures. So these are kind of my favorite shots of you. Well, that one too, yeah. But these are shots across the country that just turned out really kind of neat. And I think they were your signature shots from all the ones that I saw.
All the Zandy ones, yeah.
You know, and
Cool.
remember that one and that one.
That's one of my favorite
yeah,
shots. Your
my
brother Matt took that.
Brother, yeah.
And that's a great shot
Yeah,
there
Zandy took that
also.
one. Sweet.
And a couple of these that were
yeah,
I just love that
that
black
one,
and
yeah.
white shot there.
Cool.
And then one by there. That's,
that, yeah.
that looks like a Bart
That's
Yasso. I
awesome.
don't know if you ever
See,
saw
yeah,
his
yeah,
book.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was that? My Life on
My
the Run.
Run.
I think that's the only thing that got me through the West was I love like at Badwater where you have those
Yeah,
little dips and
yeah.
those little inclines. So
And then
cool.
one other little thing that we had for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is for you.
What is this?
Photo album.
Now turn it over the other way.
Oh, there we go.
This is your cross-country trip.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
That just makes me teary.
I know. Gosh. Charlie, I'm supposed to go to bed, not
I know.
cry. You're getting my
He
blood
left
pumping
some
now.
pages
Yeah, now
at
we
the
can
end
put
to
some
add
more,
the,
yeah.
the final pieces in it. He said,
Yeah.
you know.
Nice.
Guy's amazing.
His
So cool.
his spirit when we were kind of at a point where it
Well,
was
yeah.
just hard,
Yeah.
and he came out and met us and
Yeah.
brought like literally
bed.
for me
Yeah.
like in the middle of nowhere brought bags, and I mean he brought bread and peanut butter and jelly and animal crackers and Twinkies and ding dongs and
Crazy.
just so many gifts that were like priceless,
Yeah.
because literally we weren't
Didn't
in a
have
routine
anything.
yet. Well, we had
Oh,
a
you weren't in
lot,
the routine
but
yet.
we weren't yet in the routine
Yeah, I
of
get it.
exactly
Yeah.
what do we need, and to have somebody come out and just bestow you with gifts
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Especially in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
When
that's
you
what
least
that's what
expect
makes it
I know,
phenomenal
that's
is
what
like
tomorrow you have all these
It works on a sheet and it works on a computer. And I just finished talking to her.
It doesn't work on a phone.
It doesn't work on a
It
phone.
reroutes.
Yeah, it's a million different turns. So it's,
Okay.
I've got most of it figured out.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that huge of a problem, but there's going to be points, especially with traffic and us getting spread out, we're going to have to ask you to walk.
Oh
and
yeah, no, that's
where we're
I
going to
mean,
be.
that's the midnight star. I'm
Not gonna work. I can't
I'm
remember
gonna
that.
have to route tomorrow with
So,
different areas.
just,
Yeah, it won't be a problem at all.
okay, cool. Well, that's, yeah, we just want to make sure we're,
Yep.
that's the only way we're going to be able to stay caught up with the maps and the turns.
Yeah.
Especially in the dark.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be on the trail here really quick, so.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, good deal.
For us. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yes.
You're cold.
I'm just wondering if I need arm warmers or not. Probably not.
When are you taking off?
Right at midnight. Alright. Which way?
To the right. This way. This way. This is Todd. He's running. Todd. Hey man.
Where would you like?
I think I'm kind of asking this question on behalf of so many, I mean, I think thousands of people you are inspiring them. Even just getting up in the morning like, wow, I can get out of bed and go to work today. Pete's already done a marathon.
Yeah.
You know, is that like, is that weird? What's that feel like? Or does that give you a boost to keep carrying the torch?
Yeah, definitely boost. And I think that's part of the reason I didn't lose faith on day 8, getting started again, was just knowing there's so many people that put so much into my running. So yeah, it's I love seeing people get excited about running or you know, any sort of physical activity as I go along. So, you know, totally worthwhile to run, just knowing, you know, not even, you know, not to sound cliche, but you know, beyond my own dreams, just knowing that people are watching and they love following along.
Congratulations. This is the passing of the baton. You did it, Pete. Congratulations, brother.